Psychetruth. Life, wisdom.
Good morning, rise and shine. This is Joy with the Joy of Yoga. Today we are going to be practicing a rise and shine yoga flow, where we will gently wake up our bodies and sharpen our minds and prepare ourselves for all the tasks ahead. Let's go ahead and come to terms with waking up at child's pose. So here you can take a wide-kneed child's pose or a closed-kneed child's pose. It's completely up to you and whatever your body's needing at the moment. I find I like to waken my hips a little gently by taking my knees wide, bringing the top of your forehead to the mat, and breathing. In through the nose, out through the mouth. You can make this pose here as active and engaged or as passive as you'd like it to be. Always feel free to add some slight oming or humming to your practice. This helps to vibrate our vocal cords and kind of massage our insides. You can see I'm just kind of rocking hip to hip, kind of massaging my pelvis. Making sure we're starting in a neutral position, we can take our child's pose a step further and bring our hands out to our sides. Really pulling with the far right hand here, the one that's on the outside, and breathing into your rib cage. Try expanding your side with your breath. Exhaling to relax. Again, staying as active or as passive as you want to be. Mornings are for you to dictate. This is your time before you have to give up your time to other people. And on the next inhale, go ahead and bring your body back to center, and exhale, stepping your hands to the opposite side. And exhale, go ahead and sink into that. Now remember, we really want to send oxygen to the side of our body that's extended. Really trying to open that up. Just kind of nudging the body awake and back into motion. And always breathing. You can always take your breathing practice with you for the whole rest of your day. Inhaling back to midline, up to our cat-cows. If you want, you can tuck the toes here, give a nice foot stretch. Slightly bend the elbows. Deep inhale, fill that belly with air, and gently tilt the head to look up. And exhale, arching the spine, tucking the belly and the rib cage, and tucking our tailbone down and under, kind of like when a dog is afraid. Just really adding a nice arch. And moving at your own pace here, inhaling, drop that belly. Ooh, this feels good if you did any ab workouts recently. Exhale, arching. Anytime I'm in traffic and I find myself getting frustrated when I'm carpooling to work or whatnot, I just find that coming back to my breath always helps me to feel better. I just kind of sit up nice and tall and bring my posture back into alignment, and I breathe in through my nose and out through my mouth, and just tell myself that all is well. It's okay. We're all trying to get places. Let's help each other get there. Let's not fight each other getting there. And then whenever you're ready, come back to neutral in your spine and just go ahead and step your hands out slightly and press up to the top of your chaturanga here. And on your next exhale, we're going to chaturanga down, hold for a moment, and inhale, pressing up to cobra or sphinx. I really like to go to Sphinx if I'm just really not feeling like I want to expend too much energy right away, because I can just press enough that it wakes my spine up and I get that slight back bend. And I can even start to press up onto my hands a little more. Taking care not to go too hard, too fast. Again, you can always come back up to your cobra. I just want to hold this for a moment. Again, just nudging the body awake. Back bends are so energizing. And again, I like to move around in my poses. I like to feel things out. I don't just think that you have to hold one pose and make it look like a picture that you've seen. It's fluid, it's moving with your breath. And exhale, pressing back up to our down dog. Now here, just take your breaths. Feel free to pedal out your feet. Just feel free to move around in your body here, making sure that the shoulders are buried down into the spine, releasing hold of the neck. You can even take some gentle twists here. Always moving slowly and patiently with the neck. Taking great care and caution. I love wearing fun, funky colors and designs in the morning when I'm trying to wake up. I feel like it really helps to stimulate my mind and really kind of motivates me to get my blood flowing. How about you guys? Are you down for the for the new funky styles that have been coming out into the yoga realm, or are you a classic, simple, no distractions yogi or yogini? Even wiggle the toes here. So, do you like the funky pants, or are you more into solid colors? Now it's time to get our bodies a little more warmed up. I'm going to start with some down dog to plank transitions. This really helps to engage our core and engage our arms as well as legs. But always remember that you can go right back to your down dog or child's pose or even corpse pose if you're finding that this is just getting a little bit too warmed up for your taste. And please always feel free to practice any modifications that work best for your body. So I'm just going to show you real quick what this is going to look like. I'm in my down dog. I'm going to engage my tummy, pressing up through the heels, the legs, and then eventually pushing through to the arms. And then I can take a bonus chaturanga here if I want. Please, you do not have to do this. Exhaling down and holding, and then pressing back up. Or you can just stop right there at the top of your plank and shift back to down dog. So let's go ahead and do that one time together. Inhale, exhale, and inhale, moving forward to our plank. And here, if this is where you want to stop, great, and pressing back to down dog. Next, I'm going to take my right leg up, 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 opening that top hip. I can let my right foot drop back behind me, and I'm going to push it away from the hip towards that back wall. Really trying to open the hip here. And as I exhale, I am going to rotate that knee down to the top of my elbow. Hold, and pressing back to three-legged down dog. Exhale. Next, I'm going to twist that right knee up to touch my left elbow. Hold here for a moment. Inhale, three-legged down dog. And exhale, touch your knee to your head. Inhale, three-legged, and exhale, walk that foot forward for a low crescent pose. So make sure that we are drawing our left hip forward and our right hip back when we're in this pose. We really want to make sure that our hips are square. And then I'm pushing past this knee over here. I do not want to be sitting on top of it, so that I feel the stretch in the top part of the back leg, and then pressing into my front leg. You want to feel this somewhat in your hamstrings. And then you could take the arms up to put a slight arch in the back, or you can keep the hands on the hips, whatever feels good for you. This is your practice, your time to shine. Taking whatever your body needs. Inhale and exhaling, bringing our hands back down to the mat, retucking those back toes if they came untucked, lifting the knee to give space to bring our leg back through to down dog. And inhaling, exhaling, taking your breaths here, whatever you need. You can even go to child's pose for a moment. Because now we're going to do the same thing other side, but again, please feel free to just do your down dog to plank transitions, or just hang out in down dog, whatever you're needing. You don't have to do the three-leg business, or practice what you wish. And on the next inhale, that left foot comes up nice and tall, opening that top hip and letting the foot drop back behind you. You can look through that arm, back at your foot. Now I'm keeping equal pressure still in my left hand here. I don't want that to start to come off the ground here. I really want to extend my side out as much as I can. Feels so good. Moving this blood around. It's been stagnant, sitting in our bodies while we sleep. And exhale, bringing that left knee to your left elbow as you press back to your down or your chaturanga here. Inhale. Three-legged. Exhale. Rotating that left knee through to touch it to your right elbow. Breathe. And inhale. Three-legged down dog. Exhale. Tap your knee to your forehead or give your knee a kiss. And inhale that leg back up. And exhale to a low crescent lunge. Dropping that back knee if you wish. You can always set an extra mat there or a blanket. It's a little bit too much for the top of your knee. And pulling with the front foot and pulling through with that back leg to create that stretch here. Making sure that the hips are squared. And again, you can keep your hands on your back if you'd like. A nice little back bend. And inhaling. One more time, inhale. And exhale, lowering our hands forward. Picking up that back knee to make space, but this time we're actually going to step that foot up to match our left foot and forward fold. Here you can take an elbow in each hand and just let your shoulders go, let your head and your neck go so they hang freely. You'll really be able to feel it when you kind of feel a slight tug from gravity pulling on your spine. And really take a moment here, deep inhales. And even slightly bend your knees. Take your feet out a little bit wider, maybe about hips distance if you wish. And if your knees are bent, every time you exhale, slowly start to straighten. Pressing into the backs of your legs. And placing the weight of your body over the balls of your feet. Some more into the toes, but we still want the toes to be free. Hamstrings can always be extra tense in the mornings. Can always give a little self-love to your body, thanking your body, helping it to feel better. Just kind of squeezing softly up and down. Even try rolling your fists or your knuckles. Again, just exploring what feels good to you. Different strokes for different folks is what I always say. And on your next inhale, go ahead and come to a nice flat back, really reaching the spine long. You can keep your hands on your shins or on your thighs, eventually bringing them to your hips and standing up with a straight back, nice and tall. Let's go ahead and stand in a nice, strong mountain. So we're going to place the imaginary four corners of our feet, which I can show you right here. We have the imaginary two corners just on either side of the heel, and then the two balls of the feet. So those are being planted firmly into the ground. I'm going to lift my toes, spread them wide, and lay them back down nice and soft so they stay. And lifting the inner arches of our feet, lightly raising the kneecaps, tucking the pelvis down and forward and through the hips here, engaging the abdomen, tucking the ribs. If I'm out here, I want to squeeze those back in. Shoulders go up, back, and down, and palms facing forward. Last but not least, I'm reaching with the top back part of my scalp as if somebody just grabbed the bun on my head and lifted up to really add space into our spines. So now I have my imaginary tension rod here, pulling my tailbone down and forward and lifting the top of my scalp up and back, chin slightly back here. And I can place my hands on my hips and stand strong, stand tall. You're beautiful, you're handsome, you're smart, you're confident. Your day is going to be the best ever. Everything that happens is going to unfold just the way you wanted them to. The choice is yours to view every outcome in a positive manner. See the good all around you. Think of all of your friends and your family, your loved ones, the people who are there to support you, how you're able to support them, be there for them. And just stand with confidence, knowing that no matter what happens, all will be well. All will work out. Just try your hardest. Be the best you can be every day. And on your next inhale, rise those arms up. We want to rise and shine today. Slight arch in the back. We are literally saluting the sun in this pose. Thank you for giving us the energy to thrive. I don't like it when people say, oh, I'm surviving. No, you're thriving, you're growing, getting better every day. And exhale to your mountain pose. Go ahead and bring your hands at heart center and bow your head. And just give a moment of thanks and gratitude for all the opportunities that are offered to you. And just stand ready to take those opportunities on. One wave to the next. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope that this helped you to get the energy back into your body, and I hope this gets you moving freely and with confidence. Thank you so much. Please be sure to subscribe to the channel for our Betty Bye yoga flow that will counter this after you've had your awesome kick butt day. Will help you wind down. Feel free to favorite this video. Let it become a regular morning practice for you, as well as telling yourself those positive reinforcements. We all need it, I know. And thank you so much. I hope you have a beautiful day.